So if we go back into this, it is third wave feminism that actually caused this. And we talked about it earlier. I was talking to Pearl about it, about Cosmopolitan magazine and how it made money to create in the Black family structure specifically, because this is where the problem really lies in the world, in the US, I will say. I don't know how it is in the UK. But our family structure, they purposely destroyed our family structure because it made them money. We can go into even government welfare, government cheese. There was a surplus of farmers having cows. They needed to make money. Government grants somebody needed to get this cheese, so to get this milk, get the food that they had a surplus in, or it would go rotten and these farmers would not make money. This is layered upon layers of layers that were systematic. So to say we did not have a choice, we chose greed. We chose a bag over a man. We chose to not have our children. We would rather have a bunch of money than have our children have a father in the home.
I disagree.
No. You have to know the history. This is proven
speaking
facts.
history.
No,
men were not able to work and provide for their families. We were forced to take the government check.
That's false.
They couldn't stay in the house if they were there.
That's false.
Then how were they going to feed the children?
False.
And where was
the
it coming
children
from?
were fed. Women were greedy
because it was coming from the government.
No.
But if the husband was home, he wouldn't be employed.
Black women wanted to be like white women in the Cosmopolitan magazine. The woman who started Cosmopolitan magazine, the main editor, she is now a Catholic, and she repented from what she did. She said we were teaching women because we wanted all women to feel that we had a gripe with white men. And so this is public knowledge. You look it up on YouTube.
She talked about it.
Yes, absolutely. They wanted Black women to also be part of their movement and other races because it wasn't enough. The Black woman and the Black man had to stay together in the U.S. because it was the only way for us to overcome. What they did was with Cosmo, they lied. These were women that would say, you know what, this is a single woman, moved to New York. She's sleeping with different men. She has her life. She has her own money, her education. She's getting these jobs. These women were promoting promiscuity and living a certain lifestyle when they were all married. They were all lying and making up these people because it was supposed to be a fantasy magazine. But women were taken as gospel and real. So what happened is Black women saw the white woman as pinnacle, because we're not going into colorism and all that. That's not what this show is about. But we saw the white woman as what to strive for as Black women. We're saying these white women are free. These white women are independent. These white women don't need no man. I don't need mine. He's not doing enough. He's not good enough as a Black man, when our entire lives, how we came out of everything we did in the U.S. was through the Black man and Black woman coming together. So we allowed these women and these corporations who wanted to make money off of our backs, and they knew that we had a insecurity about being dark, about being Black, and we wanted to strive to the higher societies because white women were seen as the highest. So we think we want to be like white women, get our education, do this, do that, when those women were lying even to other white women. They were lying to us as Black women. So then the government stepped in. There's whole documentaries about this on Black history, and I mean, Black historians will not refute this. This is what we all know as gospel in our communities. So what you're saying right here is Black children, when we were being provided for, but it wasn't enough. We wanted to be like white women, and we had greed in our eyes. We had envy in our eyes, and we're like, I don't need no Black man. I can do better. I can do bad all by myself. And so our children, it's a false narrative to say if our children were not eating. Our children were eating. We want it better.
One thing, I know a lot of our conversation is focused in on accountability for women, but at least like I said earlier, like if you're a dude and you're unaccountable out here, I'm not sorry for you. Like I'm not sorry for you. I don't care at all. And guess what? The world doesn't care.
Right.
The world doesn't care if you fail and then you don't pick up the pieces. The world doesn't care if she cheated on you and you didn't improve on yourself. The world doesn't care if you're scared of failure. The world doesn't care. The world doesn't care. They will never care. You have to be a man within your own right, within your own masculinity, to pick up the pieces, solution for yourself, to create the life that you want. The world doesn't care. They care about women. They don't care about us. All right? So work on yourself and continue.
Keys to the game.